Hi, my name's Tyler Trent, and I played Ethan Ward in The Watcher's Revelation.
And I'm Kyle Hotes, and I played Banna. Wait, this is acting?
I didn't really get into acting. The director, Tom, approached me and asked if I might want to be a part of this film when he was writing it, and I said sure.
It's kind of the same for me too, but it wasn't Tom, it was, I think, Russell.
Yeah.
And I would have bet, $100 that he was walking up to me to ask me to do artwork for the movie, because he's like, we're doing this movie. And I thought for sure I was going to have to figure out how to, either fit it into the schedule or tell him I don't have time to do it. Or I thought for sure it was going to be, can you do some designs or storyboards or something? But he said if I would audition for a part, and of course I laughed at him and said no like 10 times until my kids and my wife told me, you better go do it. It's just natural for me to be the scary, ugly, bald guy. So I didn't have to do too much of a stretch for it.
I actually auditioned for the role of Peter Kenner that Titus Wolverton performs. But after the audition, they all thought that I would make a better Ethan. So we just went that direction.
Yeah, I had all these plans and stuff when I was preparing for the audition. I was practicing everything and figuring out exactly how I was going to say these lines and inflections and stuff. And as soon as I got up there in a room with like all these lights around and there's like a bunch of people standing in front and a video camera, I have no idea even if I said anything. And all of a sudden I was like, well, that's it. And I left.
The funniest thing though, I was in his audition, and the second he left the room, it was like a very joyous celebration with all the producers and the casting director.
I called my wife and said, there's no way, I don't even remember what I said in there.
Yeah, it was like a vacuum. The room, the air just kind of went out like, oh wow, we just saw Banna. He thought it was horrible and we all thought it was fantastic.
Just the whole experience, it was like playing. It was like dressing up and play, especially for me, because I got to put on like a cool costume and have a sword fight and be the bad guy. I mean, some of the stuff probably wasn't as fun as my part, but that's what I got to do, was just play around and have fun.
I really enjoyed the people, just everyone that worked, the cast, the crew. It was just a really great group of people. Had a lot of fun and I don't know. There was just a lot of great chemistry on set, and it was a blast.
Yeah, I'm fairly introverted anyway, especially with people I don't know. And the first day, I mean, I kind of intended to just be in my character. I had read something where the guy who plays Jason goes off and just hides in his trailer so no one knows him. But then, people started coming up and talking to me, so I had to talk to them. And then by the end of the night, I had a whole bunch of new friends, and I wasn't even, hiding in the background being mean. So it was very different than I thought it would be.
Yeah, definitely. Outtakes are always memorable and funny. I had a scene with Dave Gaylor. He plays Josh, and he had an interesting word come out of his mouth by accident during the take, and it was funny. The whole room just kind of exploded in laughter, and he was so embarrassed, but what are you gonna do? So that was a moment for me.
There were so many. The most fun part was doing the fight scene. Because we practiced that thing and made it up ourselves and stuff, and then actually doing it, It was so much fun. One of the things that I remember was practicing doing this thing where I pretend to throw Carissa down, and one of the times she actually hit her knee or something, and I felt horrible. And I was like, oh my gosh, I just like broke the leg of the director's daughter.
The director's daughter. That's right. Actually, what a memorable moment wasn't really on set. It was off set, and that was going to Kyle's house and just playing
practicing.
A couple big kids on his back porch.
I'm sure if the neighbors saw it,
Yeah,
they were
for
like,
all of his neighbors to watch us playing with Nerf swords.
what are these two losers doing?
Yeah, And it was fun. And he came up with most of the choreography
No, it was both of us. It was
for the
both of
fight
us.
scene. It was a lot of fun, and we spent a couple afternoons doing that. And
Yeah, and just coming up with weird dialogue to throw into it.
and then we both have really cool young boys the same age, and they were our test audience, and they gave us a thumbs up.
Yeah.
So we figured,
I
all
think
right.
they just wanted the swords back. So
That's true.
They were like, "Yeah, it's fine, guys. Give us our toys back."
Yeah. You know, another memorable moment on set was all the noises. There were so many noises.
The background noises.
Yeah, it was just hilarious. The one stray cow amongst like 47 fields would wander over and start mooing during our takes.
Yeah, I'm trying to look all tough, and there'd be a cow mooing in the
Yeah,
background.
who can be tough with that? And then there were other shoots. We were on a river, lake, river, whatever it was, some sort of massive body of water.
I wasn't there for that
No,
one.
you weren't there for that one, but there was a rock quarry where they were like using dynamite all day long. And it sounded like a rapid machine gun fire. It was crazy. But I mean, dogs, cats, I think there might have been an antelope in one shoot. Yeah. Anything that can make noise, cars, airplanes, trains. It was interesting. It was amazing. They were great.
Yeah, especially, I mean, there was like really core people that stuck it out until like 3 in the morning
Yeah.
and would just be there the whole time.
Yeah,
You know?
of course, the director, Tom Dallas, our director of photography, Joel Minkin,
Shannon,
and Shannon, Donnie,
Jenna,
Michelle, and Jenna.
Michelle,
Those
yeah,
four, my
constantly
goodness,
there.
yeah, they were amazing.
Yeah, and I mean, they're all really smart. They all had really good ideas too. You know, I have no experience with it, so you know, they all seem to be really on top of everything that was going
Yeah,
on with it.
so much dedication and time, and it was all strictly volunteer, and no one's getting paid, and
Right.
just really giving a lot of themselves, but at the same time having a blast. And
Yeah, it was a ton of fun.
yeah, they weren't worn out, they weren't cranky or grumpy really, and
Yeah, I mean, how could you be though? I mean, it's so much fun. That first day went until like 2 or 3 in the morning for me when I was there, and I would have stayed even longer. It was just, I was exhausted, but it was fun.
yeah, a great example too of the giving nature of the cast and crew is Andy Russell. Andy Russell. I said Andy Russell.
Well, they're
Andy and
combined.
Russell, yeah, that would be their Brangelina name. Annie and Russell Williams, they actually got a hotel room for their anniversary and let us use it for an entire day to shoot. And the day went a little long, and I think they ended up getting maybe about an hour before bedtime, in there. So, but that was just a great example of just how much the cast and crew gave of themselves to this project.
Who was that guy? Which guy
Kyle,
was he?
what did you think about Tom Dallas?
Tom.
Tom Dallas?
Which guy was that?
The guy from Dallas? No.
Was he the guy that brought the pizza, or was he?
We did have pizza once.
I don't remember.
I think we had pizza.
Was he? No, that was Donnie. Shannon. I don't know.
Actually, that was a Papa John's guy.
Everybody was nice though, so he was probably nice.
He's probably nice. Yeah. Actually, the director, Tom Dallas, was an absolute joy to work with. He's actually one of my favorite people on planet Earth, much less director. His disposition, he's just a sweet guy. He's very talented. And, I mean, I can possibly imagine a single bad thing to say about him.
I feel exactly the opposite.
Yeah. Well, and there's always future projects, We got a couple ideas in the
Yeah. No,
think tank, so
I
we'll
love
see.
Tom. Tom is awesome.
Yeah. He's an absolute joy to work with.
Yeah, without Tom, I never would have got to, play dress up for this whole thing. So.
That's right. And anytime you have an excuse to play dress up,
And have
it's a good
swords.
day.
Yep. Yeah, we already decided we'll throw it out the window and just
Yeah.
kind of, I think, make our own religion, maybe.
Yeah, if scientists discover that there's life on another planet, my house of cards faith will just crumble.
Well,
completely.
we already started writing a book just in case it happens,
Yeah.
so that it'll be the new you know,
The new thing.
Yeah,
We'll come up with our new, really cool thing. Yeah. We can make a movie about it.
yeah. So,
Like
you
a
know, if that
franchise.
happens, we're done.
Franchise religion, yeah. No, I'm amazed every single morning with our Creator. So whatever pops up just amazes me more and more day to day. So if that happens, then I guess I'll hop on the first shuttle over there. See if they
Yeah.
make movies.
Yeah, I kind of doubt it. I think there's too many if there would be life anywhere else, it would be so vastly different than us that I don't even know if people would recognize it as the same thing. I mean, there's just too many variables that are perfect on Earth for life that aren't anywhere else. There's a million people on Facebook that are going to be, you know, experts because they all are.
That's true.
So they probably all know more than me.
Facebook's good for that.
Yeah.
A lot of expertise on Facebook.
I don't know if you ever noticed this, but a lot of your friends on Facebook aren't even really friends.
That's true. I really don't know most of them, I guess.
A lot of them just like to fight.
Yes, absolutely. I do think that we're special, though. Human beings
You are.
made in the image of God, so
You're very special.
thank you. Thank you, Banna.
You mean like if you threw it at them? I hope when they are done watching it, they don't go, man, that guy who played Banna sucked.
Yeah.
That's what I hope.
I think if the film could have any quote-unquote impact on people, it would just be that, you know, that it's possible to make a faith-based movie that's not overbearing.
Hmm.
It's not rapping you over the head with a Bible or in your ear with a bullhorn, you know, but there is that underlying message there. It makes you think, maybe question what you've thought before, and that's my hope.